Hello, and today we're going to be ranking all of the win or lose characters. Note there will be spoilers ahead, so if you haven't watched the entire series, I will be mentioning some spoilers, so this is your time now to stop the video and just watch another video. It doesn't have to be mine, but still. I am. This is my personal opinion, so I just hope no one is affected. So if anyone thinks it's like a personal reason, it is not. So yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. And so now we can start the video. So to start off, it's the worker from Vanessa's mom who worked. Sorry, Vanessa, who works at the grocery store. He was kind of chill, but funny too. But he was kind of he was kind of stupid, like trying to fire her and stuff. It was dumb. Next up, we've got Brian, part of the Bleacher Creatures. He was so annoying. The only part where I had sympathy for him was where he had was where he was like friends with Ira and stuff, and they were like chill. But he was kind of a big jerk, so that's why I put him there. Next, we have Lori's mom. She was only had like screen time for like 30 seconds. So yeah, we're just gonna. She was okay during her screen times. So yeah. Next up, we've got the cashier lady from the snack shack. She wasn't again. She wasn't really mentioned much, but she was like very nice to the kids and all that. So I'm just gonna put her as great because we don't really have like more of her character. Next up, we've got Chicken Kev. Low key, he's probably gonna be the highest I put in front of the Breacher Creatures. He was just there, but he was kind of annoying. I'm actually gonna put not really good. Next up, we've got Francis. Oh my god, he's a W, bro. He was like helping Frank on getting a girlfriend, and he was just he. Everyone calls him zesty online. I can see why. He was just so zesty. Next up, we've got Kai's mom. Again, like the cashier lady and Lori's mom, she doesn't get much screen time, but she was very nice during her screen time, watching like the show with Kai. Next up, we've got the coffee worker who orders a coffee. I mean, who makes a soy latte for Frank. She was like very nice and was just like interested, like being like Sigma. I don't know, bro. She was okay though. Next up, we've got Odo, the creepy kid. He was a goat. I mean, he's like a Giga Chad in part in this thing. So we're gonna have to put him a W. He just like I saw a YouTube comment like he foreshadows and I can hear that like beware the chicken. He tells Rochelle and she takes his advice because of Chicken Kev later on in the show. All right, next up we've got Lori's sister, I believe. She was learning how to drive. That's the only part we've like seen of her. Um, she's okay. Like we haven't like seen much of her. Next up we've got I forget who this is, but she's an L. Like she was so annoying. Like like she and Brian, like all of the Bleacher Creatures were like trying to like steal the like cashier box or whatever. It was so dumb. Next up we've got Sweaty, who is Lori's imaginary friend, or Lori's imaginary like I believe I saw somewhere a hallucination. So Sweaty was kind of funny, but she was also kind of negative. So negative, and so I believe next up we've got Sweaty. He's kind of funny. He's Lori's imaginary like sidekick. He was also kind of negative, so I'm gonna put him at great. Like he was actually I'm put him okay. Next up we've got the head of the PTA. She was low key mean, like the entire thing. She was like so creepy, like she would like creep up at like Frank and stuff. So yeah. Next up we've got Baby Zane. Oh, he was adorable. Like he doesn't deserve a Giga Chad spot. It's just he was just biting a lot. If he had bited less, but the cutest part about Baby Zane in the entire series is when Rochelle was like saying safe and he was doing a safe motion. It was so cute. Next up, we have got Coach Dan. He becomes a balloon at the end of the show, and he just cares about like his team winning and all that, and like the stupid reason for why he got ejected. So, Coach Dan, he was pretty chill. Like he's probably like the most underrated character in the series. Like I feel like they like the characters more. Either way. Next up, we've got Frank, aka the umpire. He was just very sad. Like he broke up with this lady, and has been like trying to. And on his episode, he was on a dating app, and he was just trying to find someone. And then when he realized uh, that like she was like coming back or something, he decided to go in the classroom. And then he was just so heartbroken when she engaged with this other dude. So I just really feel bad for Frank. I'm gonna put him at a W. He was very nice too. Next up, we've got Ira. I would put him at a W, but he decided to make the stupid choice of going with the Bleacher Creatures. So I put him at great. He's still a very cute character. Next up, we've got Kai's dad. To start the seventh episode, which is where Kai is mentioned, he was just kind of like in the car, like singing and all that. It was funny, but to be serious, like he reminds me of some of those like parents who like go too hard on her and stuff. Like I didn't really like the dad because of like her pressuring because of him pressuring Kai. It was just I just felt bad for Kai here. But he eventually opens up to Kai and just tells her that it's just a game. I mean, sorry, it's just like she's more than enough. So I'm gonna put him. I'll put him at okay. If he didn't talk to Kai, then he would have been on an L. But I'm just happy that he made up with Kai. Next up, we've got Kai. Kai is Loki, the chillest teammate on the team, and Kai's just like friendly to everyone. So I put Kai at an L. I mean a W. Sorry. Next up, we've got Lori. I feel bad for Lori. Like she's always like insecure and all that, but she also like tries to go with it, and she's like trying her best just to be great. And that coach Dan says it's just about trying your best. She realizes and decides to take one for the team. Literally, she like gets hit by a ball. I feel bad, but she was a very good character. So I'm gonna put her at great. Next up, we've got Frank's ex-wife. She was kind of a jerk, but she was like very nice too. So I'm gonna put her at not really good. She would be an L if she wasn't like if she was like I'm breaking up with you. Next up, we've got Rochelle. Rochelle, low key, is kind of like Kai, a chill person, just wanting to make some money because her mom Vanessa and her have been going through some rough times, and so yeah, I just feel bad for that. And but also she's like very kind to her schoolmates and teammates. So, but the thing I do not like, the only con I have is that excuse me, sorry. The only con is that she was trying to cheat by helping others do their work, and she was like trying to cheat on a test too by passing something to Tom, which I'll mention in like 30 seconds. Either way, we're gonna put Rochelle. She would be a W. But I'm gonna bump her down to a great because of like cheating and stuff. I don't want to be like a nerd or whatever. Either way, next up, we've got Taylor, who used to be Ewan's girlfriend. Taylor was also kind of chill, and she was very nice, but I was heartbroken when Ewan and Taylor broke up. They were just such a cute couple. She was okay. Like, actually, I'll bump her up to a great. She was pretty nice, and they do reconcile, which I'm very happy about, and she is very funny. Next up, we've got Tom, Ewan's most hated enemy, because he thought he was cheating on her or whatever. Next up, yeah, so Tom, he literally is the most insecure of the entire team. Like he doesn't even know what he's doing. Like the funniest scene is when Tom was in the car with Vanessa, and they were just like he. And my favorite quote of his is like, "Thanks for the ride, Mrs. Rochelle's mom." Even though we didn't go anywhere, it was so funny. I'll put him at a great. Next up, we've got Vanessa, Rochelle's mom. And so she's just a very hardworking mom and just wants to make her daughter happy. Whether it's giving her red Valkyries or just trying to put some money in. She's also helping baby Zane. She just wants to work hard. And I respect that. So I'm going to put her at a W. And finally, we've got the monster, apparently. Like, as you can see in this picture, he's like screaming. He's like roaring. Ewan he is probably the chillest person on the. Sorry, not the chillest person. He's probably the most intense person, just because like he just wants he just wants to like be a boyfriend of Taylor, and then when they break up, he was heartbroken, and then eventually they do reconcile. But he also, which was kind of emotional a little bit, and for everyone, and then eventually they become friends. And he also has a silly side, so he's just like a all around character. So I'm gonna put him like toward the top of the great section. And that concludes my win or lose tier ranking. I hope you enjoyed it. And once again, this is based on my opinion. So thank you for watching.